I cried. I even saw the Chief Minister. I gave him a massive thank you for everything that he's done. Honestly, I don't think any other person could have done this over the past few years. I think it has to have been really tactful for him. So honestly, massive thank you to him.
And what did it feel like being there with the crowds? Was it exciting? Was it nerve-wracking?
Emotional, nerve-wracking, exciting, a bit of everything. I mean, we were part of history. It was just going through my head all the time how the generation that went through the evacuation, the generation that went through the closure of the frontier, and now it's our turn to go through this. So it was amazing just feeling that you're part of something this massive. Honestly, it was incredible.
Yes, I watched it last night. I think it's a shame because a lot of Spanish people who are obviously people who work here and have family here were respectful and said, Viva los Llanitos, and I think that was nice. Unfortunately, the timing of the football was terrible, and I think some young people who maybe had drunk a little bit too much did ruin it. And yeah, the whole Gibraltar Español thing is getting a bit old, and it's just why try and create tension on the first day of the change? But hopefully it was a one-off. Let's hope the excitement of the football, and hopefully we can move forward with a bit more peace and just good relationships. No, let's see.
It was really cool, and it's history for Gibraltar for the border to be opening. And I saw some of the Spanish people from La Línea came in and started saying Viva los Llanitos. So it was a cool celebration.
To be honest, I'm very, very affected by it because even though it's a good thing, we don't know how it's going to end up. And last night it was just for starters, they came in and they started making a bit of commotion and noise saying Gibraltar Español underneath our blocks. So I don't think they've started very well, to be honest.
My thoughts are, I don't really like this agreement. I think we're not going to be as safe as we used to be. And I mean, you could just see the reaction of the Spanish people coming in with Spanish flags, even with reporter Ruiz, people hassling him. And so I think it was a bit shameful. And I don't foresee a very good future for the youngsters especially.
See, but obviously I think for much part I think it's a good thing, but I just hope that the safety for the children, for me, that's sort of my main priority.
Happiness only. I had no interpretations, I had no fears for the future. I just think it's all really positive.
Right now I'm not quite sure what my thoughts are, but I think there's going to be a bit more trouble with people coming in, with people leaving Gibraltar. I don't know, I prefer it's more before than it is now. Because before we had more control, like if someone went to Spain, the police can check the passport before letting the other person through, whilst now I don't know what's going to happen.
So your concern is over safety?
Yes.
I know I've got some friends that hate the idea of the fact that they see it as a step backwards. I think it's a step forward. I think it should be, I hope it is, good economically for Gibraltar. But with regards to our culture, our identity as a people, I think instead of studying the Battle of Hastings and World War II in schools in Gibraltar, we should start to study the Gibraltar history, where we come from, where we've been, where we're going. I think we owe it to our ancestors. I think we owe it to generations that suffered during the Franco era. And it's all a little bit surreal at the moment.
I'm very positive, actually. I feel it's we've pulled something out of the bag which was extremely difficult to achieve. So congratulations to the team for doing that. I have faith in our resilience, in our adaptability, in our entrepreneurship to make the best of this. It'll take a little bit of time. I think in the short term, probably there'll be a slight net benefit towards Spain as we flock there even more. But I think in the medium to longer term, Gibraltar will come up trumps, and this will be a tremendous opportunity.
So we've been in town here on Main Street this morning to find out how people are feeling after last night's momentous events. A real mix of opinions, some feeling a bit more negative, they didn't want to come out on camera, some people feeling very hopeful and very positive for the future. Some, let's see what happens. Yep, a real mix this morning here in town.